Do you practice like Chinese traditions and customs? And if yes, what are some of them?
Yeah, I practice. When you give birth already, right, normally you have this 有那个作业 the first month after giving birth, normally we don't allow the wife, my wife to go out. So because I believe that if you go out then you cold or she's very tired, then may affect her in later life. Then I also believe that naming the baby because Chinese I believe you know 生辰八字 the 8 characters if you name the baby correctly, right, you will give the baby in the future she'll be good fortune, you know. So normally I ask the 师傅 so you know how to say like 生辰八字 right, the month, date and everything. Then they check already, then if there's something missing, right, then they will add the 5 elements, you know, 5 elements like metal, wood, fire, earth and water. 金木水火土 Then if the 师傅 check already, if there's some let's say for example water not enough, then probably you have to name your kid with the word 水 you know, some 水 or 河 or something. So I believe in this naming the kids, give the kids a good name. Yeah.
So like during festivals like Chinese New Year and like maybe 端午节 that kind of thing, you will still practice you follow the customs.
I still practice. 端午节 still 粽子
Why do you think it's important to like follow these traditions?
I believe in roots, because if you don't right, then you don't know where you from. Then a lot of this custom is passed down from my grandma one. So yeah, Chinese New Year you must do this now. 团圆饭, why is it important, you know? Yeah. Then why must 团圆饭 must eat fish, you know, 圆圆有余, you know. Yeah, all these, you know. Because I'm quite old already, so during my childhood days and now, right, there's a lot of different. Because right now especially see most of my friends who are singles, right, Chinese New Year they just run away. Means they go for holiday, they are not in Singapore because they like take it as a very good holiday and just fly off and then go for holiday. Because there's nothing much to do because it's just a public holiday. So it changed. Because previously we have like firecrackers, you know. When we were younger, there's firecrackers, and then the ambience I would say is very different because we're very excited to be Chinese New Year. Then now in Singapore, especially in Singapore, we are very excited for Chinese New Year to come along. Chinese New Year to come along.
What do you think caused like loss in traditions over time?
I think one of the things I felt is because of the education. Because we are more tilted to the importance of English language. So because English language is more, you see the difference between Chinese New Year and Christmas. A lot of people in Singapore celebrate Christmas. More prominence in celebrating Christmas than Chinese New Year. Because most of us speaks English better than Mandarin. Yeah. You look at you look at your classmates. Most of them speaks very good English and English listen English songs and English, then Christmas. And also there's I don't know about percentage, but I feel there's an increase in Christian faith and Roman Catholic faith. Because the two add together, I think the population is quite big. Because of that, I think more people are celebrating Christmas. So Chinese New Year become less and less.
What do you think is the role of like the government in causing this change?
Perhaps there's a certain percentage. Because quite some time ago, I think they stress more on the English language. Once the English language is stressed, right, then they speak Mandarin. Mandarin is the second language, it's not the first language. So when you speak English more, right, so you tend to be more westernized. So once more westernized, Chinese culture normally slowly eroded. That's one part of it. The other part is also because of urbanization. Because right now most of us, let's say Highlander, live in the flats. So it's very good to have the kampung spirit. Because Chinese New Year, you need kampung spirit to be very enjoyable. Because all gather together.
Like everyone gathers.
Yeah.
But now no one.
A condo, all by themselves. So it's very, very different. The environment makes it become less and less. I would say maybe don't have the kampung spirit. So Chinese custom tend to lose a little bit.
Okay. In light of the changing Chinese traditions, do you think it's important to preserve these traditions in the most original form or to adapt according to time?
Of course, I would love it to maintain it to original conditions. I think that'd be great. But I think we have to adapt because Singapore is such a small country. We don't have the space. you know, like firecrackers, we can't because of the flats we are in, the danger of fire, you know, we can't. So for Chinese New Year, yeah, we have to adapt now, you know.
If Chinese traditions are no longer like practiced in their most original form, do you think the Chinese culture is gone, or has it merely like evolved?
I would say it have evolved. Because previously, right, I still remember during my grandma days, we don't have, the lantern is very original lantern, you know. You know, the paper outside one, and then, you know, the bamboo, the skeleton, the bamboo and paper outside one, then candle one. Now a lot is plastic one, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to adapt, because probably you can't find the material and also the master to make the, you know, the qualified technician and master to make the lantern.
What do you think can be done to preserve these Chinese traditional like customs in Singapore?
I think the Chinese younger generation from young, must make sure they love the Chinese language. I feel that if they know Chinese language, then probably it will help, because Chinese language you speak, then most likely the custom will be there, you know. Because if you speak English, then a lot of things you don't understand. 什么生辰八字，什么关我什么事，对吧？So I feel that like for example your Mandarin is very good. You tend to understand the probably the culture better.
Yeah,
they
that's
tend to you know, you have this assimilation. So from one of the things I can do is that make sure that the younger generation more proficient in the language, and introduce them when they're young, introduce them to the, you know, this is the custom, you know. Then what you can, because they like to when they're younger in primary school, they like to play. So you know, this custom can do one, you know. What's Lantern Festival, you know. So they will the thing will they will think that they will capture this in their mind. Then they have a better understanding, like if not completely lost. If you always show the kids only Christmas, they think it's Christmas only, yeah, they don't have like 端午节, they don't know what's 端午节. Something is also as your responsibility, you know. It's responsibility, because if you think that you know, the festive is not important, or the tradition is not important, as a parent, your kids will definitely, they will know right or wrong. So for example, if your dad don't feel that 团年饭 is important, reunion is important, when it comes to you, how do you know it's important? You won't know, or you will be, that's it, my dad also doesn't feel important. You are the closest to you, you tend to look up to your dad and mom. Yeah. So I would say the family itself also important.
Moving on to your identity as a Singaporean in relation to being Chinese, what does it mean to you to be a Chinese Singaporean?
I feel, honestly speaking, when I'm in Singapore, I don't feel Chinese. Actually, when I'm overseas, when I backpack in Thailand, I feel more Chinese than in Singapore, because the Chinese out there, for example, Phuket, a lot of Chinese, then although they don't speak Chinese, they still practice the customs. Yeah, still practice the custom. They still pray the temple, you know, and follow the custom last time passed down when they migrated from China, you know. Yeah. Then in Singapore, you don't feel it, because Singapore very urbanized. So a lot of time, you know, we don't really practice because maybe work schedule, you know. But I feel very Chinese actually when I'm in overseas, especially in Thailand. Yeah, because they practice, so I tend to believe more